And in fact, there was a sequence in our film that got cut out where we showed the making of Retro Puppet Master, and I had cast the actual director of Retro Puppet Master as himself in our movie, The Disaster Artist. And I asked him, I was like, do you have that? I need to see that audition. Like,
Your audition for it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I just, you know, that, but I'm sure that was definitely a horrible audition if I didn't even get Retro Puppet Master.
It was like my third audition ever, and so
welcome to the dark side of my bizarre mind. I'm trapped inside of this amusement park lot. There's an atom bomb inside my hard drive, holding the apocalypse. Let's take a ride and get lost in this metropolis. Just realize that I'm an idiot, wearing my disguise. My real face is fucking hideous. I'm pretty bitch watching Insidious with her pussy out. Sucky now. Rapper terrorists, spared and good parents is putting hard drugs inside of all your baby's carriages. Arrogance, throwing cherry bombs where the sheriff lives, just because that shit's hilarious. And I inherited thirst for self-destruction and I'm scared of it. Wanna be buried with a novel in a chariot. I'm a bigger illusion than good marriages, or what it means to be American. Wow. I took acid in San Francisco, stripped butt naked, caused a panic at the disco. Fell for the bimbo who was dancing at the strip show. I gotta stop thinking with my dick hole. Yeah. I took acid in San Francisco, stripped butt naked, caused a panic at the disco. Fell for the bimbo who was dancing at the strip show. A genius still thinking with his dick bone. Out in Wichita, Kansas, smoking meth with all the locals, asking them to teach me how to yodel. Suppose I'm out in Wichita, Kansas, smoking meth with all the locals in a motel, asking them to teach me how to roll to the drugstore. I hacked into the motherboard, argued on a public forum, uploaded a virus to the network, then unplugged the cord. Uploaded a virus to the network, then unplugged the cord. If you scared, lock the door, then laws are not important. If you scared, lock the door, then laws are not okay. Uploaded a virus to the network. What would I be normal for? Plug the cord. Plug the cord. Plug the cord. You on a public forum. Uploaded a virus to the cord. Uploaded a virus to the laws are not important. Stop thinking with my dick hole. Yeah. I took acid in San Francisco. Strip butt naked, caused the panic at my disco. Fell for the bimbo who was dancing at the strip show. Now genius still thinking with his dick bone. Holding the apocalypse. Let's take a ride and get lost in this metropolis. Just realize that I'm an idiot. Wearing my disguise, my real face is fucking hideous. My pretty bitch watching Insidious with her pussy out. Fell for the bimbo who was dancing at the strip show. Rather start thinking with my dick hole. Uploaded a my dick hole. I took acid in San Francisco. Strip butt naked, panic at the disco. Scared like fell for the bimbo there. Dancing at the strip show. Genius still like no one I'm scared of it. Wanna be buried with a novel in a chariot. For the war, I'm a big revolution in good marriages. Door to door, what it means to be American. Wow. I took acid in San Francisco. But naked, panic at the disco. For the bimbo, at the strip show. Stop thinking with my dick hole. Yeah. I took acid in San Francisco. But naked, panic at the disco. For the bimbo, at the strip show. Still thinking with his dick bone. Out in Wichita, Kansas, smoking meth with all the locals. Asking them to teach me how to yodel. Suppose I'll die alone from an overdose of some sort. In a motel while some more I'm fucking running to the drugstore. I hacked into the motherboard. Argued on a public board. Uploaded a virus to the network. Then uploaded a virus to the network. Then unplugged the laws are not important. If you scared, lock your door then. If you scared, lock your door then. I always feel like a foreigner. I always feel like some foreign sorcerer. Morphing into some brother if for the war. What would I be normal for? Going door to door, shooting pornos with a good script. Shooting pornos with a good script. I took acid in San Francisco. I took acid in San Francisco. Panic at the disco. Fell for the bimbo who was dancing at the strip show. I gotta stop thinking with my dick hole. I gotta stop thinking with my dick hole. I took acid in San Francisco. I took acid in San Francisco.
In meditation, Marcus Aurelius said, "Don't waste the rest of your time worrying about other people, unless it affects the common good. It will keep you from doing anything useful. You'll be too preoccupied with what so-and-so is doing, and why, and what they're saying, and what they're thinking, and what they're up to, and all the other things that throw you off, and keep you from focusing on your own mind." In my opinion, Marcus touches on the main issue that holds people back in life: being attached to what other people think of them. So I'm going to explore this idea through a dialogue. In Shinjuku, when the clock strikes midnight, a small bar opens up for a few hours. Few people visit it, but the ones who go know what they're looking for. Tonight, Hamari takes a seat alone, and after a few drinks, she has the following conversation with the bartender. Bartender, if you're attached to what people think of you, you'll never do anything truly useful. Himari, what do you mean? If you're attached to what other people think of you, you'll never be yourself. And if life has taught me anything, it's that being yourself is the only truly useful thing someone can do. I don't get it. How is being myself useful? True usefulness comes from being what you are. Think about a tree. Its fruits and oxygen are a byproduct of it being itself. The same holds true for us. We do useful things by being ourselves. But aren't I always myself? No, you're getting stuck in the language. Let's look at the tree again. Several things can stop the tree from being itself, such as a lack of sunlight, a lack of water, and lots of competition in the environment. There are obstacles stopping the tree from being. So being yourself is the same as overcoming your own obstacles. And one of the greatest obstacles to being yourself is being attached to what other people think of you. How does being attached to what other people think of me stop me from being myself? When you are being yourself, you have to be willing to violate people's expectations of you. You have to be willing to disappoint them. You have to be willing for them to react negatively. But someone who's attached to what other people think of them is not willing to take that risk. So they end up being who others want them to be rather than being themselves. I guess you're right, but what can I do? I depend on what people think of me to survive. So you're attached to what other people think of you because you're dependent on their opinion for security. But if your relationship depends on satisfying someone's expectations, it's not a real relationship. You are a prisoner to someone's idea of you. I guess that's true, but there's still security in a prison. Yes, but you're in a prison. You've traded the whole of your life for security. What is there left to secure? I guess that's true. I never thought about it. But no matter what I do, or where I go, I'll always depend on people's opinions for security. That's how the world is, isn't it? If you sell water in a desert, does it matter what people think of you? If you can truly produce something of value, their opinions do not matter. I guess you're right, but how do I make something of value? That's like asking how the tree makes its fruit. I'll put it like this. A tree is imprisoned by a lack of water, sunlight, and competition. When the tree breaks out of these prisons, when it becomes completely free, the fruit is the natural outcome. It's not about how you can produce something of value, but how you can become free. When you break free of all your prisons, your fruit comes of its own accord. Marcus Aurelius said that caring what other people think would prevent you from doing anything useful, and I explored the meaning behind this idea through a dialogue. The most useful thing someone can do is be themselves, and what we truly are can never be put into words, whether we think we are good, bad, an artist, or a lawyer. What we are can never be boiled down to a single word. When we say I am a wife, or a mother, or a musician, or a lawyer, we're taking one tiny sliver of our memory and identifying ourselves with it. We're more than our memories. Being yourself is the same as overcoming your own problem, and truly overcoming your own problem is what allows you to help others overcome theirs, which is why true value lies in being oneself. But as long as we're attached to what other people think of us, we will always be what people want us to be rather than being ourselves. And if we abandon ourselves, we abandon our ability to be truly useful to the world. And if we abandon our ability to be truly useful to the world, we abandon what is perhaps the only form of true security. On the other hand, when we be what other people want us to be, we have the security of a prisoner, which is security in exchange for life. And that's really not any security at all. But at the end of the day, this is just my opinion and understanding of Marcus's words, not advice. Feel free to use this information however you like. And if you have a different take on Marcus's words, I'd love to hear your perspective in the comments. Form of true security. On the other hand, when we be what other people want us to be, we have